Safety in the West Bloomfield community is always the top priority for our police and fire departments, especially during the spring as the weather gets warmer. Joining us now to talk about how you can practice fire safety during the spring and summertime and make sure that you, your family, and your friends are staying safe with the weather warming up and some celebrations coming is Byron Turnquist, the Fire Marshal for the West Bloomfield Fire Department, here to give us some tips and tricks on how you can stay safe, especially in our West Bloomfield community. Byron, thank you so much for joining us today.
It's great to be back.
So Byron, as the spring is here, what are some of the most common calls that you guys get at the West Bloomfield Fire Department regarding issues with fire in our community?
Well, fire and injury related, as people are out in their yards cleaning up the dead debris and vegetation from over the winter. It's very important to be safe. If you're using a ladder to get up on your roof, make sure that the ladder is properly set on the ground so that it doesn't slip out from under you. Make sure that you have the proper size ladder. You don't want to use a ladder that just barely reaches the roof. You want to have one that extends above the roof to give you a handle so you can easily transition from the ladder to the roof. As far as fires go, one of our biggest problems with fire across the West Bloomfield community is careless cooking. Whether it's really all year long. It's not special to just spring, but our most common cause of fires in the township is unattended or careless cooking.
And then Byron, for those people in our community who are cleaning up debris and possibly wanting to burn some of their debris in their yard with open fires, how can the residents in West Bloomfield contain their open burning to keep our community safe?
In West Bloomfield and the Tri-Cities, that's Keego Harbor, Sylvan Lake, and Orchard Lake, there is no open burning. You have to bundle up your yard waste and put it out at the curb to be collected by the trash people. So there's no recreational or open burning. You can't burn your yard waste.
And then Byron, when people are celebrating Memorial Day or the 4th of July, there tends to be fireworks that come with it most times. Can you give us some safety tips for those dealing with fireworks and how people that if they are purchasing fireworks, they want to celebrate those holidays, how they can make sure that they and their loved ones are staying safe?
First thing is when you're purchasing the fireworks, make sure you buy them from a reputable fireworks store. Don't buy them from a friend. You want to make sure that they're consumer grade fireworks that are meant for people to use. Moving forward, for the Memorial Day holiday, you can use fireworks on Saturday and Sunday before Memorial Day. You can use them between 11 a.m. and 11:45 p.m. And then you're not supposed to be using consumer fireworks until the July 4th holiday.
And then Byron, with those spring and summer, the warm weather is coming with it. Can you give us some advice for checking the fire extinguishers in the homes and boats, possibly, as people are bringing out their boats to celebrate the summertime?
Yeah, if you're a boat owner and you're getting ready to enjoy your boat this summer, make sure you go over the fuel lines, make sure you go over all the mechanical aspects of your boat, make sure everything's working properly. And it's also important to inspect your fire extinguisher and to make sure that that's ready. The Coast Guard has changed the regulations starting this year. Any fire extinguisher that's over 12 years old needs to be replaced. You can check the date. It's usually stamped on the bottom of the fire extinguisher. It'll be near the UL number. You can check the date, and if it's, for example, if it says 08, that's most likely a 2008 fire extinguisher. And you want to replace it with at least a fire extinguisher that's got a 5B rating. Most stores have marine fire extinguishers designed for being on a boat. They'll have a 10B rating, and that's a good idea to have. If you've never used a fire extinguisher before, having a larger fire extinguisher gives you more product and betters your chances of extinguishing a fire if it were to occur.
And Byron, as the fire marshal here in West Bloomfield for the fire department, are there any things that we haven't covered that you want to talk to our West Bloomfield residents about? Make sure that they're staying safe, especially with those injuries and the fire here in West Bloomfield.
As we move forward in the spring, we're starting to see more severe weather. If you come across the down power line following a storm or at any time, stay clear of it. Don't go anywhere near it. If there's a metal fence or a shed or anything else in the area, you want to stay away from that. You don't want to touch anything that may be coming in contact with that power line. Stay away from the area, keep pets, keep kids away. And then if you do lose power and you're using a generator, you want to make sure you keep that away from any open doors or windows. If the generator's too close to combustibles, it may cause a fire. If it's too close to windows and doors, you may get a buildup of carbon monoxide in your home. So the other tips I always talk about, make sure you have working carbon monoxide alarms in your home, and make sure you have working smoke alarms in your home as well.
And then Byron, for any of the non-emergent calls that the West Bloomfield residents have, if they have any questions about the fire safety or injury-related safety measures that they can be taking in their households, what's the best way to reach out to the fire department to have any of those questions answered?
You can call us here at the fire admin. It's 248-409-1505. Or we try to post fire safety tips on our social media pages, which is our Facebook page at West Bloomfield Fire, and then we have a Instagram page as well.
Well, Byron, it was a pleasure having you on The Splash this morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks. Happy to be here.
Once again, I was joined by the Fire Marshal for the West Bloomfield Fire Department, Byron Turnquist, talking about some of those safety measures that you can have to make sure that you are staying safe all year round, as well as specifically during the spring and summertime.